Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Thursday. The first Thursday and second to last Thursday of your hashtag Max Fun Drive. My name is John Hodgman. It's a little chillier today than it was yesterday, so you have me wearing all of my H gear today. My Hodgman, I hate doing that. My Hodgman jacket, my Hodgman Whalers hat, and my, inside my heart, my Judge John Hodgman spirit. This is the Joy of Zoning, my mini-series, my morning show mini-series. Every weekday morning, I am playing SimCity 2013, inviting you to zone out with me as I zone commercial, residential, and industrial districts in a brand new spring break pleasure island that I'm calling HODGTONA Beach. Those of you who have been following along know that HODGTONA Beach is supported financially by a different city, which is Hodge State U, which, according to this, needs coal. We are also supported financially by you, the members of Maximum Fun. Did you see my microphone just move like that for a second? I don't like this. I don't like a poltergeist in here. We're also supported financially by you, the members of Maximum Fun. I'm not going to get into it until a little bit later, but the Max Fun Drive is the 2 and only 2 weeks a year that we ask you to consider supporting the Max Fun Network, which includes the Judge John Hodgman podcast. All the details are in the banner below, and I've moved things around so that you can see the banner below even when I'm playing the game. I made myself a little smaller to make my city a little bigger. And I hope you enjoy it. That's the way it should be. Let's get into it. I'm going to play the game. If you have a question about anything that's happening in this world, me too. But if you have a question about anything that's happening in this stream, there's some really wonderful and friendly people in the comments who can help you out. And if you are not on a platform, if you are on X, Twitter, or Instagram and watching, you're welcome to watch. I can't see your comments there if you make them. If you want your comments to be visible to me and the others in the chat, best place to go is over there at the Judge John Hodgman YouTube page. If you just go to bit.ly/zonejoy, all caps, here it is again. That will take you directly to this and every day's current edition of the Joy of Zoning over there. And while you're over there at the YouTube channel for Judge John Hodgman, smash a like, smash a subscribe, smash a notification. All right, that's it. Let's play the game. When we last spoke, I had taken a break from the powerhouse city of Hodge State U, formerly known as Powerhouse Ledge, where we had been mining ore, we had been smelting metal, we had started making microprocessors, all to raise money and create population for the support of this tourist town, which we call HODGTONA Beach. And you'll remember that we added a commuter ferry. Probably not serving any commuters at the moment. Right. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off because we don't need it at the moment. We're going to add to this ferry a yacht terminal, a cruise ship terminal, so that we can bring in tourists. And we did start a passenger train station. And that is bringing in people. I don't know whether they're tourists or commuters or what. My population panel would tell me. What does it tell me? You can see that there are 175,000 people in the region. That includes Hodge State U. And in this city, 18,000. And it doesn't look like anybody is commuting in. So those must be tourists, which is good. That's how we're starting this. Because I did build this fantastic low rent gaming facility. Oh, look, the train arrived. Look at it. Let's take a look. Let's take a closer look. Whoa, 2 trains. Choo-choos. They're arriving. Bye-bye, choo-choos. And they dropped some people off. Did they? Yep, there they go walking. Are they walking over here to our gaming center? Let's find out. I created a rinky-dink casino as an anchor. Gambling house. Look at that. Very profitable all of a sudden. Yesterday, we profited by about 5,000 simoleons. Today, 23,000. We're servicing 143 of a capacity of 145 low wealth tourists. Thank you very much for coming on the train. And we're lodging 50, we have 50 out of 60 full rooms. This is not bad. This is our gambling house. Laying down a marker, as they say, for my tourist city. The low-end casino. What does this say? Can't read what that person's saying, can you? I'm going home with empty pockets, but I had a great time. And we also have a nickel slots room and... Oh, this is the nickel slots room. One of these is a comedy club. The comedy club serves low wealth tourists. Thanks, Ostis. I mean, I would play SimCity every day if I didn't have anything else in the world to do. But because I must limit it, I must make some things aside from streams. Do I? Yeah, I do. I have some deadlines. I limit my SimCity play only to 2 weeks a year during the Max Fun Drive, so let's get into it. And I also put this bus terminal here. This bus terminal is also bringing people from the region, including HODGTONA. Now, I think that phantom Sims do come to the region too from unclaimed, unknown cities. But you can see my budget is very much in the green. It's time to raise taxes, though. I don't like to have taxes at 10%. I can always lower them later, make people happy. Sometimes I go all the way to 11. Let's do it. Let's go all the way to 11. Look at that. Judge, how do I actually physically play this game? I was inspired after last year's Joy of Zoning and couldn't figure out how to run this game. It is published by Electronic Arts. I bought it in the App Store for a Macintosh computer. And it's still going. Unbelievably. The game is notoriously buggy. It crashed yesterday. Let's hope it doesn't crash again. So all of my, let's take a walk down my tabs. Power. We've got an excess of power because I put in that coal plant over here. Water. We're buying water. We're buying our water from HODGTONA. Remember, I put in that second A water treatment plant or water pumping station. That was so that I could buy water from there. So I didn't have to take up a lot of landscape with that. Sewage, we're selling our sewage. Well, sending our sewage to Hodge State U. Again, so that I don't have to take up a lot of real estate with my sewage treatment plant. One thought I have for the city, if we have room, and this will be next week, is that I might create an academy, and the academy futurizes the city and also provides some sewage solutions of their own, such as the sewage sanitizer. Advanced filtration technology allows the direct conversion of wastewater into portable water, and that will solve both our water and our sewage needs self-sufficiently in HODGTONA Beach if we want to do that. What I really want to do, though, is primarily max this out as a tourist gambling, and amusement park city. We have a whole space set aside, I hope, for the amusement park over here. And this space will have for more casinos. It's going to be great. Oh, here comes that train. I'm so happy we have a train. Trains are just great. Oh, I was walking down the line. Let's take a walk. At the City Hall, let's start off with some fireworks. We're due for an upgrade. Here we go. Ba-ba-ba. Yeah. And since we have an upgrade, one thing we're definitely going to need is a tourism department. I'll plop that right on the back. That's going to unlock a lot of stuff for us later in the game. Not that much later. We're doing it. We're building. One thing about SimCity 2013 is that, we don't have a Department of Education in this city, but we do over in Hodge State U, which we were building Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we can share all of this stuff. You see what I mean? Share and share alike. I don't need to build another one, in other words. It's regionally. And I'm going to do something in the education tab in a minute. Garbage. We don't have garbage service. I wonder if I don't think I can. I don't know why we are not sending to the region. Available read. Select a claim to. I don't want to volunteer garbage vehicles. I want them to volunteer garbage vehicles to us. Let's keep an eye on that. Let's see if the garbage thing turns red, because I think that we are sending garbage to them. It's just they don't know. One thing we do need is a firehouse. Fires are burning out of control, says this little firefighter with the Hitler mustache. 8 buildings burned down per day. So let's build a firehouse. And we can put the firehouse anywhere we want. While it's possible that Hodge State U might send fire trucks to help us out, it's good to have a firehouse anyway because it increases land value. People like it when there's a firehouse around. And people will increase, the buildings will get bigger and denser and nicer. You notice I've got some big blocks. I'm playing with some big city blocks right here because I am definitely going to be putting in mega towers later. Yeah, that's a promise. So I'm going to put this firehouse, and I kind of want it to be on a big road, and I kind of want it to be relatively central. So let's go ahead and plop it. Let's doink it right there. Right, basically right across. Well, I don't want to take away any commercial. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to put it next to City Hall because the truth is that these little houses next to City Hall, they never stay there. And first thing you do when you add a fire house is you add a bell. It increases their response time. You want to see it a little closer? There he is. Ding dong. I would love it if the Ghostbusters would live in there. And where can we sneak in another fire truck? Should we do it? Nah, not right now. We'll get to it. It's not entirely necessary. Okay. There are injured Sims. We do have some health issues in the city. Over here at Sink or Sausage, for example. Oh, no, sorry. At the Hill residence, there's someone who's sick. Well, one way to solve that is to get rid of the Hill residence. That was a little mean. I shouldn't have just bulldozed their house. But instead, I'm gonna put in a park. How about that? I don't think that'll fit there. I'm gonna keep everything. I'm gonna put in one of these wonderful. Oh, not enough room. What is there room for? Can I put in a basketball court? Nope. Too big. What about tennis court? Too big? Nothing can go there. Except that little house. I wonder how much it costs to make a SimCity game. Maybe some rich person will pay them to just do it out of love, like Trey Parker and Matt Stone fixed Casa Bonita. There are city Sims out there. Didn't mean to cut you off there. You were saying Casa Bonita is important to them, knowing they'll never see that 30 million again. Yeah. If you don't know, Matt Stone and Trey Parker revived a Colorado Mexican-American restaurant called Casa Bonita, which is also kind of a theme park. Look, someone's building. Let's not talk about them. Let's talk about this. Someone's moving in. Vacant residence. Well, they're not sick anymore, are they? We'll get back to you. We should have a clinic. We should have a clinic. It's going to come up eventually. And I wonder if I can put the clinic. The clinic also improves morale. So I'm going to put the clinic along up this area. There we go. Again, this is all along our big Central Avenue. Our big Central Avenue from the region. So, right? So we have a clinic, firehouse. And let's keep the line of civil service going. And I am going to put in a police station. And the reason for this is that normally crime is not a big issue. It's not as big an issue as your police advisor would like to have you believe. It's only in the world of SimCity, right, that the police are constantly asking for more and more resources and support, that they need to have more and more equipment and militarized vehicles. That's only in a game. It's only in this game. It has no application to real life. But in this game, that is true. You can get away with very few police officers in your simulated city, but one of the exceptions is if you have a gambling town. Then stuff can really start to pop off bad if you don't have any police coverage. So, and the question is, do I want to spend 95,000 simoleons now to build a huge precinct? No, I don't. Not yet. I don't have the income yet. So I am going to go ahead. I am going to go ahead and put one, and I'm going to put it, I'm going to keep it on the Ave. Maybe I'll put it on this side. No, I'm going to put it on the Ave. Let's get a little closer. with arid extra dry. Yeah, I'll take out some commercial space here. And it is always the case that they will want more jail cells right away. So I'll put some of those on the top floor. And similarly with our clinic, which you remember is up here along the Ave, they will want more patient capacity right away too. And since we wiped out that house, let's add another ambulance. And I know I said I wasn't going to, but let's go ahead and add another fire truck. We still have room for one more there. And I know I said I don't care about it, but I'm going to go ahead and add another pair of patrol cars. And you can already see that the businesses love to have police around, so they will improve. They will get bigger and improve. And while we're over here, see, this residence is never going to grow because it's next to this zoned commercial area. So I am going to drop in a little bit of low wealth fun here. This will help modernize and build up this area. This is a alternate reality athletics center, an innovative park taking advantage of location-aware software and augmented reality. Accessories to provide an interactive obstacle course with facilities for skateboarding and rock climbing and more. We're just going to keep it fun over here. Everyone likes that. Everyone likes fun. This city is all about fun. Maximum fun, if you will. You can see what's going on at the banner below me, right? It's the Max Fun Drive. If you want to make me happy, please open up a tab. And now, why are you upset? What's going on over here? Too much crime, too much crime, too much crime. We should move, right? Okay, well, you know how I deal with complainers. Bye. Don't want you around even. See you later. Someone will come and build a new house. Yeah, that's right. They're great places to shop. That's what I like to see. But we have quite a bit of rubble and abandoned buildings. The final tab on our walk down. So we gotta bulldoze the buildings that were destroyed by fire or by disaster so that people can build there. And let's up the speed a little bit anyway. There we go. Disaster, 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 and disaster. There's more. Here's 1, 2, disaster. We still have more left. 1, 2, 3. I mean, when you were a little kid and you're like, I want to play a video game, here's what I want to do. I want to bulldoze burned down buildings. That's it. Now we're clear. So we went down the line of all of our templates. We added police, fire, and medical coverage for the city. We have regional buses and trains bringing people down to this casino. It's 5:43 a.m. Our casino is earning even more profit. How's HODGTONA going? You're watching it right now. We're working on it at the moment. Thank you, Taylor S., for supporting the Judge John Hodgman podcast during the Max Fun Drive. I really appreciate that. To answer your question, the O in JJ Ho is, it's Hodgman, Hodgman. And we started calling it JJ Ho to differentiate it from Jordan Jesse Go, the nickname of which was JJ Go. So we became JJ Ho. That's where that comes from. Also my famous nickname, J-Ho. Oops. So what next? Okay, well, I got someone screaming at me here saying that we don't have enough freight producers. That guy's always... And we do need freight. Here, I have a question for people in the comments, quite honestly. I'm looking right at you. If you've played SimCity 2013, I don't want to have a freight. I don't want to have an industrial zone here, but I think I have to. I mean, ideally, I wouldn't, because the industrial zone creates goods for the shops to sell. But is it potentially possible to import freight so that I could use that industrial zone for other stuff? Kate Littleton 84 says, I do not need to have an industrial zone. Then how do I do it? I can get away without it? All right. So should we do that now? Should we destroy it now? Or what do I need to do? Set up a trade depot to import freight? Well, I understand that I'm making... Sorry, I'm having a little conversation here with my SimCity tutor, Kate. I understand that I can make money with the casinos, but the stores, the shops do need freight. Just ignore it. Everyone's saying, just ignore that guy. I mean, this is part of the joy of zoning, is learning how to tune out people in your life who say, this is an emergency, when you know it's not an emergency, and you just ignore them. All right, I'll tell you what, I'll ignore it for now. I am getting tax benefits from these guys, so, I mean, the industrial zone. When the industrial zone is over here, to remind you. It's right up there. I mean, I could add more, but I'm not gonna. Now, we have students, we have a university and a community college in Hodge State U. So I'm not going to add that right now, but I do think it might be worth it to add a community college here, because it raises land value and people like it. And what if I just put it there? Or I could put it here. You see how happy it makes people? And it does reduce crime to have a school in your thing. Now, speaking of, you know, see, he's, well, sorry. One thing I forgot is that you want to have shops, a lot of shops near your casinos, because they make a lot of money. So we want to make sure that there are a lot of shops there. And you can see here, I don't have anyone, oh, this is right at the train station, right? You can see here that I don't, this land dips down, so there's not a lot I can put in there. But I could make something, I could put a little park or something in there. A little something could probably fit in there, right? That'll make people happy. So just go ahead and put just a little tiny reflecting pool in there to offer people some point of reflection. And I don't think it's time to bring in a cruise ship yet, but we will do that soon. And what if I did do... What if I did do a trade depot, right? What if I added one? I'm just curious about this. Memphis Oten is definitely dropping some JJ Ho deep cuts. Thank you. And I mean, you see, because these things they come with a freight shipping warehouse. Oh, so that's for shipping. That's not for importing, right? I can't import freight. No. Okay. So I'm going to say that was a waste of money for now. Goodbye. Don't want it there. But I will go ahead and I know they were so excited. They were so excited. I will go ahead and de-zone this area, and I'm gonna. I just don't want him yelling at me, but I'm gonna learn to ignore him. Eventually, the shops will start being mad because they're not getting enough freight. But let's deal with that when the time comes. So now we want some people to improve. And what I'm going to do, and I want people to improve. I want everyone to improve, obviously. Really, really, really counting on you, Kate. It makes me itchy to have someone yelling at me and to ignore it, but it is truly a vital life skill to have someone yell at you and ignore it. Let me get back to the game. I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to. I am going to improve some buildings, not the humans. The humans are all great. But I'm going to gain density and improve buildings, and I'm going to do it by zoning, creating a low wealth residential zone over here amidst the oil, the coal power, and the factories. The middle is going to be middle wealth, right? And this area is going to be high wealth. So just in terms, and the way you do this is you add parks and facilities. So these are low costs little things for the low wealth district. Barbecue pavilion, small field, water park playground. Yeah, let's put a water park playground in. Do that there. And then I'll do a barbecue pit down here. So tiny. These things are so tiny. A rides playground. And what's this? The Excitatorium. This is a futurizing bit of nonsense. And I'll add that here. I could do it down. Oh, I could do it here or here. Well, actually, this will cover the most amount, but I like to put it in a corner. Right. Yeah, so I'm going to do it right here. Right? Or here? Here. There we go. And now I'm going to focus on this big swath of middle with some medium wealth. You remember I already put in the AR Athletics Center. And we can add all kinds of things. Skate park. Definitely hot air balloon park is going in. We got that because of the Department of Tourism that we put in. So let's do it, right? That's fun. It's really fun. And I can put it right here. This is the place to put it, right? Because I already wiped out those houses for the trade depot. And I know that the wind goes down. Well, I'll show you where the wind goes. I'll show you where the wind blows. You see? So this will be great. This will take people on balloon rides all the way down our main strip and out to sea. And we'll never see them again. I like that a lot. Wait a minute. Why were you giving me a sad face? Who was giving me a sad face over here? I'm looking for you. Ring of Fire. Oh, it's because of garbage. That's the problem. Right? Right. Okay, we have no garbage collection. So let's go ahead and alleviate that. This is the downwind area over here. I'm going to go ahead and put garbage collection here. It's got to be downwind from everything. I'm sorry, everybody here, but I don't want you here anymore. And guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo this zone. And I am definitely going to put in an incinerator. And some garbage trucks. And, yeah. Meanwhile, lots of health issues. Barely bagels. They're sick there. Well, let's take care of you. Bye. But that's just a short-term solution. Bulldozing homes with sick people in them. I mean, talk about move fast and break things. That's an Elon type solution. I'm not interested in that. I will make sure that we have enough. We have 2 ambulances. We still need some more patient capacity. So that's what's going on there. And I think ultimately I will turn these things, all 3 of these, into a major medical center, we're going to have a lot of wealth here. So I want to make sure that we have a major firehouse, et cetera, et cetera. And in the meantime, I don't see what's going on. Not enough garbage trucks. I just got them going, dude. Just leave it alone. Not enough medium wealth shoppers. I don't care about that. I do care about adding another gambling house. And this gambling house is going to go here. Yep. See, these businesses are happy because the gambling houses attract. And this gambling house, I'm going to add some medium wealth, some nice rooms for some medium wealth tourists, right? And I'm going to add a lounge, which is terrific. And that's a perfect spot to put a little sign. And I'm going to add medium wealth blackjack tables over here. And I'm going to dezone this area to make it all commercial because the shops love this garbage. So I'm going to dezone this whole block. And I'm going to get rid of these lovely homes. Oh, that's a store. So sorry, Halverson's. Sorry, Ross's. Sorry, Ross's. Excuse me, I dezoned this area. Now I'm going to make this commercial. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And while I'm at it, I wonder if I need to enhance for lodgers. We're not maxed out yet. I can add more, and we'll let that develop a little bit. We'll let that improve. So we were in the midst. Now I'm getting a yellow sign on. Still not enough garbage trucks. Well, you know what? Hodgman can only take so much being yelled at in a day. Yeah. And that's not an advisor who's yelling at me. That's a guy working at the garbage dump. So if the dumpman is telling me politely we need more garbage trucks, then I'm inclined to agree with him. They can go anywhere along here. There's really no one who's going to come shop over here. So let's go ahead and add some more. It looks like this industrial zone is improving. So as he's yelling not enough freight producers, that's because these factories are rebuilding. I wouldn't mind getting rid of them altogether, honestly. I really should have put them down here, you know. Where did I put the excitatorium? Yeah, right in there. It's not really where it should be. I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix my mistake. This is not elegant. Things that are not elegant do not please me. I'm just going to dezone up here. Really, we have a petition to build a gambling HQ approved. That is good news for our city, our tourist city. Workers are commuting to Hodge State U's businesses. Well, no, I need them here, frankly. So I'm dezoning there. And the first thing I'm going to do is, and I've dezoned over here. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to get rid of, yep, I am getting rid of the excitatorium. I'll put you back. Getting rid of all of this. And I'm going to rezone that industrial. I did my best, Kate. I did my best to not have the guy yell at me. But I just, what can I tell you? I like a clean board. No one should be building there. There are no zones drawn there. Oh, yes, there are. Sorry, I forgot. I did draw those zones. Whoops. I just like a clean board. I'm sorry. And now I can get rid of all of these guys. And rezone this Residential, mixed residential and commercial. And one trick that I learned is you gotta give these buildings some room to grow. So I haven't been doing it this time, but it's good to leave a little empty space here so that these commercial buildings can expand backwards and not get hemmed in entirely by the residential buildings, right? And there is some rubble, abandoned building. There was a building fire here. And this gives me room to offer up that excitatorium again in a much more interesting spot, which is a much better spot, which is right here. It's going to touch more people, touch more lives in my low wealth area. I'm searching the internet for what to do when there's a fire. Now, you're still yelling at me about need more freight producers, but I'm just going to say it's coming. Everything's happening now. It's going to be fine. I'm not going to be yelled at again. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. I don't think it's time yet for the gambling HQ. Not quite yet. I think it's time still to have some more tax opportunities. I'm going to go ahead and zone some residential up here, even though I might reclaim this land for something big. One thing that I would love to put in this area is a airport. Now let's continue to improve. This is our low wealth. And we're going to focus on middle wealth in here. This is going to still be a commercial area right down in here. Maybe even up into here, right? But I'm going to get a big chunk of middle wealth going right down the middle of our avenue, right up to Town Hall. And how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to put in some middle wealth, attracting parks. I'm going to make it more modern and less polluting. Trust me, Kate. Thank you. Middle wealth parks. We have nature parks, like my favorite reflecting pools. We have the AR Athletic Center, of which we already have one. You see it working away there. Where else could we do some middle wealth improvement? You can see that these buildings are getting a little bit bigger and nicer. Let's take a walk. This helps. The hot air balloon park. It's closed for the day because it is 5:37 a.m. Let me know when you spot a balloon. I won't be able to watch for it. Let me know when you spot one. So I'm going to go ahead and say, let's put in skate park. No, that's too big. What about a medium skate park? Where can we put that? Okay. Now maybe a nature park. A medium path park we can put over here. And we can do, what's this? A community park. Happy little trees. Should I be making some happy little trees? Community park, let's put it over. So that's quite big, isn't it? Maybe that's more than I need. But I think I can put in another AR Excitatorium or whatever this is called, an AR athletic center over here. And people love a tennis court. I mean, really, I mean, the bang, not even the bang for your buck, but the puck for your buck. And across the street, I'll go ahead and put a basketball court so everyone is respected. You can see the coloring in that's happening, this light teal that's starting to spread out over the neighborhood because of these parks. And I think I'll add something over here in this thing because the medium wealth parks also attract medium wealth shoppers. And the stores like that. What am I putting in here? Just randomly a colorful path park? Sure, why not? That'll help. And over here, in what will be the high, these 3 blocks will be high wealth. And my guess is that I could probably easily fit in. Oh, you can hear how excited the music is getting. So nice. I'm loving it. Before I plop this high wealth attracting park, what does this person have to say? So I'm being offered a bonus here. If I create a tourist attraction such as the very expensive Brandenburg Gate, I'll get 10,000 simoleons. I am interested, but not yet. Same deal. Eiffel Tower. I'm not going to do it yet, but it will happen. But first... Okay, music. Easy does it. Not enough freight producers? Yeah, good. See, I'm still being yelled at. But at least my layout is more pleasant to me, even if you're upset about it. Right. So, Flower Plaza. Nothing's ever going to go in there other than this Flower Plaza. Can I fit something even a little bigger in there? Double walkway? Yep, double walkway. Boink. That's good. And, oh, I was going to see if a mega tower can fit in. Oops, excuse me. Yeah, so there's lots of space for these mega towers. these elite mega towers. So I can go ahead and put something kind of big and fun in one of these areas over here. Something big and fun. Oh, Plum Bob Park. That's a lot of fun. I mean, it would be good to put it in the middle, you know. That would get more coverage. Sure. And then we can do some very small little dealies here, just in the corners. You see that deep, deep teal. That means some wealthy assholes are going to move in. Sorry. So that feels about right. You know, we've got this medium wealth area sort of developing. This high wealth area kind of developing. We don't need a lot of high wealth. If anything, we could probably put in some more medium wealth, maybe a little sports center or something. I think we're good for now. And now we have a petition to build the academy, having been approved. So we've got a gambling HQ that we could build next, or the academy. The academy will modernize things right quick. And it's something that I definitely want to do, but I want to stay on target here for HODGTONA Beach. Oh, I just noticed it's 11:03 a.m. Let me just take a moment to have a cup of have a little bit more coffee and maybe chat with you folks in the chat for a little bit while we let things unfold here. Maybe I'll pick someone to follow in the city so you can see what's going on. You. Chanel Huff got fired from her city job. Well, so much for following Chanel. Just pick someone, anyone here. Eric Campbell's checking out the sites. Thanks, Eric. So this is hour 2 now of The Joy of Zoning, my weekday show where I zone out while zoning residential, commercial, and industrial in the game SimCity 2013, the most recent and seemingly final update ever to the SimCity franchise. I love this game. It is wildly corny and buggy, but I love playing it, and anyone who recommends that I play City Skylines, my ears are deaf to your entreaties. I am a SimCity 2013 guy. My name, if you don't know, is John Hodgman. You can remember that my last name starts with an H because I have H's on my chest and an H on my hat. And there is also an H in multiple H's in the words Judge John Hodgman, which is the podcast that I do for the network called Maximum Fun. Now, you see this banner that's going across, ticking across here, this ticker tape. That's reminding you that this week and next week are the Max Fun Drive, the 2 and only 2 weeks per year that we of the Maximum Fun podcasting network and community come to you, the listeners or potential listeners or the viewers or potential viewers, because we are now broadcasting all JJ Ho episodes in video on our YouTube channel at Judge John Hodgman Pod, where you might be watching this right now. Subscribe, please, if you are. We come to all of you listeners and viewers and potential listeners and potential viewers to ask you to consider, would you become a member? Would you become a supporting member of the Maximum Fun Network, and specifically the Judge John Hodgman Podcast? Also, I co-host a podcast with Janet Varney called E Pluribus Motto, which is brand new. The vast majority of our operating budget, not just for our hosts and but also for our producers and our editors, all comes from membership contributions from listeners and viewers like you. We don't have a Patreon. This is how we do it. We sell ads, but very, very few. And you may have noticed that our ads are very, very brief. We only have 2 ads per episode, if we have any at all. And they're just us talking about products that we genuinely like. We are not beholden. We are not beholden to do ad reads for pubic hair trimming companies, which nothing wrong with that. But you could probably tell from my face just then, not words that I love saying. We don't have pre-recorded ads. We don't have very many ads at all, because the majority, because of you, the listeners and viewers, and I should say especially the members, right? Because we get to make the podcast for you. And thanks to your support, we have done so for almost 15 years. Judge John Hodgman alone. And we have no plans to stop. The only reason we would stop is if your support dried up. So I'm asking you now, open a tab, go to MaximumFun.org/join. MaximumFun.org/join. You can go ahead and go there and become a member. Just $5 a month. Really, really, really helps. You can pay it every month, $5 every month. You can pay it ahead of time, $60 for the year. Even at that lowest membership level, you get all kinds of, you get access to our monthly Judge John Hodgman Membo mailbag. That is the mailbag episodes that we do just for members in the members only bonus content feed. And in that feed, you'll also get our spring break beach house special that Jesse and I filmed a couple of weeks ago at Max Fun HQ, where Jesse gets a little drunk and I show off my bare feet. Video and audio of that is available now in the bonus content feed for members only, along with hundreds of hours of members only content over the years, not just from our show, but every show. And then beyond that, if you can pay a little bit more per month, there are all kinds of thank you gifts, including some incredible beach towels and bucket hats and cool stuff. But mostly you get, in return, not only my eternal thanks, but an internal feeling, I think, of satisfaction that you are supporting independent artists in the way that they ask to be supported. And indeed, Judge John Hodgman, like all of the podcasts on the network, are creator-owned. Jesse and I own the IP. We are not beholden to a corporation. We're not going to be canceled by a big podcast corporation because we have your support. And the co-op and the Max Fun Network itself, as I was about to say, is a co-op. It's an employee-owned cooperative. Obviously, a portion of all the money we raise goes to the infrastructure of Maximum Fun, which pays for producer salaries, producer benefits, fellowships that allow people who want younger people or people who are changing careers to enter the podcasting field, people from walks of life that do not necessarily always enter the podcasting field. Those fellowships are supported by your membership dollars as well. as well as lots and lots of other initiatives. And but most of all, it keeps the lights on and keeps the microphones hot. That's all I'm going to say about it for the hour. I just wanted to say that I love playing SimCity for you. It really is a great joy in my life. It's such a joy that I have to only restrict it to a little bit of time. So I only do it during the Max Fun Drive. So if you like what we do, please, please, please consider, if you can, going to MaximumFun.org/join. If you can't, I completely understand. And there are some folks, I didn't say edible beach towels. I said incredible beach towels. And here's someone. Hey, Trish. The great algorithm led me to this lovely live stream this morning. I'm a big fan. I didn't know about this little niche of nerddom. I'm so happy you discovered us, Trish, because I love doing this for you. And it only happens 2 weeks a year that I do this during the Max Fun Drive. So I'm really glad you found it. If you're a listener to Judge John Hodgman, please consider going to MaximumFun.org/join. It's all down there in the ticker tape. You can see it scrolling by. I just want to say thank you to everyone for your support over the years. And if you're a new listener or a new viewer, or you've never heard of me before, this is your first Max Fun Drive, I'll tell you what, it's fun. Thanks for keeping along, staying along with us. Keeping along with us, staying along with us. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. If you have questions about what's happening here or what's happening in the Max Fun world, there's some wonderful people in the comments. Just ask right now, and they'll answer your question for you. I know some people are asking about where the meetups are. This is Meetup Day for Maximum Fun. There are Maximum Fun meetups all over the country. Someone was wondering where the Boston meetup is. I don't know the answer, but I suspect someone in the comments does. And if you really must know, MaximumFun.org/join. You'll find it there. All right, I'm going to get back to playing the game. I'll be doing this for until about noon. Building up HODGTONA Beach. The theme of Max Fun Drive this year is spring break. So I am doing a spring break themed town, which is HODGTONA Beach. Sip of coffee. I'll take a minute here. I don't know the answers to all your questions. For example, I don't know when Mission to Zix is coming back. Here is the answer. This is, I guess, the meetup for Boston. See, I told you people were nice in the comments. 267 Western Ave, Boston, 6 p.m. tonight to 8:30. Plenty of off-street parking available. Light snacks and drinks provided if you're a Boston area Max Fun friend, member, or you're simply member curious. Go on by and meet some of the people who are there. It's a lot of fun. Maximum Fun as a network is really a community of artists and independent producers, and I have to say, universally, in my experience, nice, interesting people. I don't think you can say that about everyone in the Spotify world. Maybe you can. I don't know. But we've been doing it this way now for more than a decade and a half. This is the way that works for us. No Patreon, just Max Fun Drive. Okay. Thank you very much for your kind attention to that. I'm going to go back into HODGTONA Beach, and I look forward to playing along with you some more. Let's go back this way, and I can hear our gaming house profiting. We're earning almost 30,000 simoleons a day over there. And over here, almost 40. We are maxed out on lodgers here. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more cheap rooms. Am I? Oh, I can go right on top? Good. And I'm going to check out here. We are servicing we're maxed out on medium wealth tourists. we're lodging the maximum of medium wealth tourists. So I'll add some more nice rooms here. Oh, I can't, can I? Unless I first add some cheap rooms. Which I can do there. And then I can, oh, and that's it for me. All right, well, there you go. Maybe we need to expand our casino presence, and maybe we need to start thinking about creating a tourist trap. To do that, we're going to need to get a gambling HQ going. And the gambling HQ can be anywhere in our city, our fair city. So oh, City View, what's happening? Oh, that's just, yeah, not enough freight producers. I'm just going to let you yell at me, dude. I mean, my approval rating is 76%. And rising. Even in industrial happiness. Medium tech is going down. All right. But until these shops start complaining, I'm not going to listen to you. Instead, I'm going to go over here to the city specialization pane. I'm going to go to gambling. I am going to plop a gambling HQ, and that gambling HQ is going to be up here because after all, this is our world, right? We are announcing to the world we are a gambling town and a tourist town. What did I put over here? Oh, apartments. Hot air balloons. Has anyone seen a hot air balloon? Let me know in the comments. I haven't seen one yet. I mean, you wouldn't see one at 4:07 a.m., which is the time of day here. And let's just consider adding a new casino. Now, these are usually listed in order of which you should plop them. The Sci-Fi Casino services low wealth gamblers and medium wealth gamblers. And I believe you can add on to it to service high wealth gamblers. And then the Sleek Casino services all three. 150 low wealth, 300 medium wealth. 150 low wealth, 250 medium wealth. I'm usually a sci-fi casino guy, but I'm going to let you in the comments decide. Sci-fi? I mean sleek or sci-fi? Sleek or sci-fi? One more time. Sleek or sci-fi? I'm not going to F around with Roman luck or elegant yet. This is, these things do not make money. Not right away, anyway. It takes a long time in a much more developed city. So what are people saying? Sleek looks nice. Sci-fi struggle. Kate, who is my SimCity guru, says sci-fi struggles, sleek makes money. Memphisotan says sci-fi, 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 sci-fi. Gotta vote for sleek. Sleek, sleek, sleek looking nice. Sci-fi vibes are unmatched. I'd go sleek. Sleek does it every time. Kate is really advocating for sleek. I did sci-fi last year. Good point. Yeah, I'm feeling sleek. I haven't quite tabulated it all up yet, but I think that sleek is the way to go. Especially since I can just plop it right here. On the other hand, if I put it here, it puts it sort of more in the way of the cruise ship, right? But if I put it here, right, put it there. And let me go ahead and zone some shops to surround this thing, because shops love casinos. Put some right here. And some right here. And it's time to start bringing in cruise ships. Cruise ship dock. On board. Let's make sure this pier is open. There we go. Otherwise, nothing's happening. And let's see what we've got going in this sleek casino here. You know, I'm making... Right. So, unlike... This is really small bore stuff, but in Hodge State U, my other city, the money that I'm making per hour does not count importing and exporting of goods like alloy or metal or ore, right? That's all over here. But in terms of our city specialization, our casino, that all shows up in my running budget. So I really have to make sure that this stays in the green. Excuse me, I'm trying to show you. I have to make sure this number stays in the green, or else I'm losing money, and I can't rely on importing and exporting of stuff to make that money back up again. Now it does look like this ferry terminal is working, because there are some cars in there, but so far no one's come. No one's here. Well, we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, how's our train station doing? What happened to our train? Oh, it was right here. 2,000 riders a day. Okay. Let's turn around for a second and look at the beautiful sunset. Well, sunrise, sorry, 6:58 a.m. This person wants to talk to me about an airplane. There's local demand to build an airport. Our businesses could really use the boost, especially from the extra tourists it will bring. I agree with you. I do want an airport here. And I think I know where I want to put it. It's expensive, and I'm not going to plop it just yet. But it seems to me like we need a lot of space for this amusement park that we're eventually going to build over here. I think we are going to build it. But an airport also takes a lot of space. I think we can... Let's see, trains, boats, planes. Like you see here, like see how much space that requires to put in a municipal airport? And why does it have to face that way? Why can't it face the other way? I'm not putting it in just yet because it tends not to be particularly helpful. But having an airport would allow me to put in helicopters and other fun flying things. There is the opportunity for an airship hangar, though, right now, which is pretty hot. By airship, I'm talking about balloons. That's a possibility there as well. But I'm not ready yet to do that. How do you like that? Renuvian says that they spotted a green hot air balloon. Speaking of balloons, is our balloon park ballooning? It's here behind the HQ is our balloon park. 6 visitors per day. Not sure it's worth it right now. Costs $500 per hour. Yeah, I'm going to be the mayor who turned off balloons. I'll get back to you. Not sure that that's the best thing to have there, ultimately. Get back to you. I'm glad someone saw a balloon in any case. Look how everyone wants to come to our city. Look at the backup just to get in. Whoa. Can you see this? Right along here? Huh. You know, one thing I could do is I could add another train station. That would potentially help people get in to town. But if I were going to do that, I think I would rather add another train station down here. Why are you upset? What are those red faces for? Still at 76%, 77%. Everything's going great. Stop with the sad faces. What are you saying to me? We're struggling to find enough people to fill our vacancies. Oh, shut up. I'm trying to build a pleasure dome here. I don't care about you. What do we got going on here? 9,000 a day in profit. We've got, you can read this. It's probably pretty small on your screen, or maybe it isn't. I don't know, but we're maxed out on mead wealth tourists. We're almost maxed out on low wealth, and some high wealth tourists are coming in. What we do need here is some lodging, and let's get on that right away. One thing that is true, you can't do this without a sign. So we have these options. We have some low wealth ground floor lodging rooms. We don't have a lodging division at the casino HQ yet, so we can't build these higher wealth rooms, nor can we build anything. We can't build a craps parlor. We could build a poker parlor for some more low wealth folks, which could go in over there. We have here a shop of some kind. I don't care about that. Sleek rooms, ground floor sleek rooms should go back there. And a casino marquee will help us. Where can I put this? There. It's a good spot. Well, if I put it there. Or I can add the sign, the flashy sign, but I'm not sure that I want to do that yet. Let's go ahead and put it here. And I will go at, I think that's limit reach. No, I can put the card room. What is it? A poker room? Poker parlor. Put that there and see what happens. Let's get sleek. Now we have the ability to build a processor factory, but we're not going to do that here. This is a tourist city. And for this to be a tourist city, what we want, quite honestly, is a tourist attraction. We go over to this little camera here. You see some of the things that we can add. It would be good to have a tourist attraction in this area right here before these buildings build up and I feel bad about destroying them. But you want, again, you want your tourism to come into an area like this where there's a train station, there's a bus station, there's a cruise ship. My guess is not enough medium wealth shoppers now. Why don't you shut up? And I'm going to unzone these in case I want to get rid of. This is still the police station, which, whatever. Vacant residence for sale. How about no one move in there? How about everything here goes, including the colorful path park? You should not be building anything here. I dezoned this area. I kind of don't even want that police station there. But let's put a tourist attraction there. Something nice. So, the Arc de Triomphe is really something, isn't it? Big Ben is a possibility. That's very popular. Doesn't take up a lot of space. Here's that. Oh, this is the Cinquantenaire Arch. I don't know what that is, and I don't care about it. It is a medium tourist attraction raising medium wealth land value. This is a high tourist attraction. High tourist attraction, Arc de Triomphe. Yeah, you better believe the Eiffel Tower is a high tourist attraction. That would completely take over that area. And it would start transforming a lot of this stuff into Frenchified. But I can't put it there, right? The Eiffel Tower is fun. The Brandenburg Gate. High tourist attraction. German-style, high-wealth, medium-density houses and shops will develop in residential and commercial zones around Brandenburg Gate. That was something that they wanted me to do. Dutch windmill, boring. I do love the Edificio Copan, I mean. It's a medium tourist attraction, but it also houses a bunch of people. So it's not just a, it's not just a thing to look at. It actually gets some people in. Empire State Building is a high tourist attraction, as you can imagine, and there it is. But I always think of the Empire State Building as, a monument to industry. It would fit right in there, wouldn't it? That would make some people happy. Campanile Tower? No, Giralda. Medium tourist attraction. Here's the Globe Theater. As Kate pointed out in the comments, you can actually have shows in here, and that's a moneymaker for you. But this is a spring break place, right? I mean, doesn't this feel a little bit, I don't know. I don't see Anglophilia and spring break going together necessarily. The Kölner Dom, don't know anything about it. Leaning Tower of Pisa. Doesn't take up much room, does it? Sometimes I like to get all the towers. The Oslo Opera House. Statue of Liberty. I mean, I'll say this. The Statue of Liberty and the Empire State Building, like, it would fit a kind of a Vegas theme because of the fake versions of those there. St. Basil's Cathedral. No thanks, Russia. Stockholm City Hall. I don't need that syndrome. Sydney Opera House is huge. And you can have events there. I don't think we're ready to go there yet. The Tokyo Tower is very impressive looking. Washington Monument. The Willis Tower. This is the what used to be called the Sears Tower in Chicago. It's huge. Look at how big this is. Boink. It's not really what I'm after. Before I accidentally plop something, let's see here. What do you all think in the comments? Can I put the Statue of Liberty on the island? I don't think that I can. Let me go back to my... No, it's outside. See that? You're talking about this little island here? Yeah, that would be fun. But it's outside of my zone. You see? I can't build outside of the dotted dashed line. Tokyo Tower, Eiffel maybe, something showy. They still call it the Sears Tower in Chicago. The Cologne Cathedral. Oh, this is out of nowhere. Kate says, I've been lucky to see most of them in person. The Cologne Cathedral might be my favorite. We spent a lot of weekends in that city. What am I missing about the Cologne Cathedral? I have gone big before and did the Sydney Opera House, and then I have gone home because it is very expensive to maintain. Everyone's talking about this Cologne Cathedral. Let me take another look at the Cologne Cathedral for a minute here. That's not it. No thanks, Russia. That's not it. The Round Tower of Copenhagen. Kölner Dome. Towering spires crown this famous Gothic church from Cologne. Oh my God, it's so big. No, sorry. This is not ancient Europe. This is HODGTONA Beach. We're going to have something tacky. The Eiffel Tower transforms things into a fake France. The Empire State Building transforms things into nothing. Before I get into that, let's just see. Can I build a stadium in this spot? Stadium can go there. A pro stadium cannot fit in here, but a stadium fits in very nicely here or there. That's tacky. More tourists want to come to the city. Oh. HQ upgrade available. That's a lodging upgrade. Let's upgrade it. Boink. Entertainment division, gaming division. We need a lodging division. And I'll be honest with you. That balloon park is not working for me there. I don't like it being overshadowed. We'll have the balloon park back. Don't worry. It's a delight when it gets going, but it's not time for it yet. It's time for me to put in that lodging division. Lodging division. There we go. There we go. And look at the space right in here where I can put in something just as good in terms of parks. That won't quite fit in there. But I can medium wealth this with a little parking right in there. There we go. Look at that. It's going to do just as much work. Now I can build out. Remember when those people were asking for tourist attractions and they were offering me 10,000 simoleons? Let's schedule an event before we... I promised motocross. I shall have it. The event is scheduled for tomorrow. Sleek Casino. We want some more lodgers. So let's go ahead. We want some medium wealth rooms. And I think we probably want more than one medium wealth room. Yeah, this is sleek. You have to acknowledge that this is very, very sleek. And a penthouse for... I can put the penthouse up there, right? Are we ready for that? I mean, I can add more sleek rooms over here. And I can't do it there, but yeah. What's going on in terms of... Wait a minute, why are you getting angry? Someone just said I'm getting angry. Yeah, we're making some money now. We have lodging for 120 low wealth lodgers and 120 medium wealth lodgers, and we're good there. I'll go ahead and add high wealth. I'll add a penthouse. I'll add a penthouse. I can always build out more over here. In fact, why don't I? Like if I put another ground floor over here, right? And some more medium wealth over here, right? Oh, that's limit reached. That's limit reached. Okay, so I don't want that. Did that take down the whole side? No. Okay, good. But, I mean, this, which is better, the penthouse over here? The penthouse goes up there. That's where it goes. So people can look out over the ocean. Look at that. That's hot. That's elegant. I like this very much. I'd stay there if I were very wealthy. And in time, we'll be able to... We're not approved yet for a craps parlor. But I could potentially move this casino marquee out. And instead, put it here. Doesn't look as sleek. Kind of looks janky, doesn't it? Then I can zone this little... Well, maybe I could put a park there. I mean, that's a nice spot for a park. put something in there. Attract some medium wealth junk people, I mean. Junk. That's wrong. All right, I'll do it. Flower Plaza? How about something fun? Skate park? Too big. Volleyball court? No. Oh no, those are too big. Maybe this is a flower plaza. You know, I don't know. Fenced fountain plaza? Sure. Let's just see what happens there. You can you hear him going woo? How's our motocross coming? I hope people like it. Stop that. Why is this so undeveloped over here, do you think? What does it say? Great place to shop. Not enough room to increase density. Okay. You can tell them the music is getting very excited. Maybe that's the problem. I think all the roads are high density, honestly, but let's just double check. Yeah, that's a high density street. Time for a tourist attraction. Pardon me. City specialization. These are some of the amusement parks that we're going to mess around with. There's Larry the Large Llama that we promised. We promised Llama that we would we'd put in a large llama. Where can that go? That's the right spot for it. Why is the llama looking at the city instead of out? I guess that's better than just driving up to its butt. Larry the Large Llama is guarding the poker parlor. Ooh, that's a good shot. A ship went by. Cruise ship? I wonder. And finally, well, I can't put it off any longer. I'm going to have to choose a landmark. And that landmark is going to be the Leaning Tower of Pisa. You got it. Right down the street from Larry the Llama, the train station, the bus station, everything. Sorry I didn't put the cathedral in. We're going to wait for this motocross. Let's speed it up a little bit here because I want to see the motocross. You can see the city is developing. People are excited about this. This guy's still yelling at me, not enough freight producers, but you're not wrong. Here we go. It's happening. I think that this should not be residential. And in fact, I think it should be commercial. Okay. I'm sorry that I couldn't put the Cologne Cathedral in. It's just too big. Not tacky enough for HODGTONA Beach. The Empire State Building, tacky enough. Statue of Liberty, tacky enough. I'm not giving up on my country, but I don't feel like being very rah-rah USA right now. Just, it's my city, obviously, but putting the Statue of Liberty or the Eiffel Tower or the Empire State Building somewhere other than New York just feels too tacky. The footprint of the Leaning Tower of Pisa is just right. It's just right. Thank you very much. And it gives me this opportunity to maybe put a casino in here. You know, maybe. I love how the Tower of Pisa is leaning away from the sunset. Imagine watching the sunset like back like that. Wish I could turn it around, but I can't. It's a brand new day, 7:15 a.m. We will stay with this city until 8 p.m. tonight so that we can enjoy this motocross event. We'll see how many people it actually draws in. We have the option to build a mayor's mansion. It's plopped up. We do have a water issue, it looks like. What is the water issue? Well, I could just throw a hydro pumping station in somewhere and it'll help. A little extra water. 12:43 p.m. Oh, there seems to be a dirigible hovering above our stadium at the Expo Center. Doesn't look like the Leaning Tower of Pisa is all burned up on the side. Uh-oh. Doors are open. 2:30 p.m. Wow. Oh, we're going to have a sold out show. Okay. This is good. I can't believe that we're going to sell out. It's not even 4 p.m. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't care about the robbery in progress. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. We got another 3.5 hours. Will we sell out? Oh, it seems to be slowing down now. What? The Expo Center is closed, needs power. What are you even talking about? Uh-oh. Oh no. But I'm not getting... Yeah, okay. Let's try it again. Coming up on the end of the hour here at the Joy of Zoning. I should sign off, but I promised you motocross. Let's get some more power going, huh? Shall we? Wow. Honestly, that may have been the most dramatic turnaround, reversal that I've ever experienced in SimCity. Having my event canceled, my sellout events canceled. And I didn't even get a warning about power. I don't know why that happened. Let's reschedule it. Come on. Let's do it. Not enough freight producers. Kate, you were right. Doesn't seem to matter. Hey, we crossed the million simoleons mark. We're back. We're back. We spent all that money developing the city, and now we're in the green. Or in the black. We're back in black. All right. Now, it's 3:10 a.m. This event will happen tomorrow at 8 p.m. Not tomorrow in the game. Let's take a look at our city and see, while we're waiting, and see how we're doing. Groundbreaking ceremony at the first apartment tower. Let's take a look at it. Remember when I put in these little sportsy things? Basketball court. Take a little walk around. We have some cheap motels here along the way. I mean, I don't know. I'd stay at that hotel. Got a view of the train tracks and the beach. Here's our train station. Let me get this out of the way so that we can just see. Larry the Llama. Don't care about the arsonist, thanks. HODGTONA Beach. 32,000. Good. Could we be educating more people? Yeah, sure. There's our sleek casino. Presided over by Larry the Llama. I probably could have put Larry the Llama in here. But that's okay. Sleek Casino, high earning, 129,000. We're doing good. I think we have a good balance of rooms and attractions. Dirigible's back over there at the Expo Center. Towers are being built. Why? Why does the Leaning Tower of Pisa is earning us another 37, almost 38K. Yesterday earned us 61K. That's a pretty good return for a pretty small footprint. Lots of low and medium wealth tourists are enjoying it, but why is it burned on the side? Does anyone know? Is that what the Leaning Tower of Pisa really looks like? Get out of here. Police station, firehouse. Yep. Things are coming along here in HODGTONA Beach. Here's our city hall. Is anyone protesting? No one's protesting at City Hall. Can't fight City Hall. Something happy is here. Royal flush, give me my money. Don't know why I've got this amber alert on my water. I don't know why all these advisors all have Hitler mustaches. There are many mysteries. Oh. We missed the start of the motocross. It's happening right now. It's 8 p.m. Yay. No, that's a sleek casino. Show me the motocross. Sell out. What is it? What does that sound? You can sort of hear the crowd. The event is active with a current payout of 84,000 simoleons. That calls for, that calls for some freaking fireworks. Where are those fireworks coming from? Holy moly. Things are really happening here in HODGTONA Beach. It's been so fun to play SimCity with you. As our view of our downtown sin area is being obscured by the rise of yet another skyscraper, I want to just say thank you once more for being here today. I will be back again at 10 a.m. tomorrow to augment and build some more SimCity stuff. The joy of zoning shall return tomorrow, Friday. Then I'll take Saturday and Sunday off. I'll be back for 5 more sessions next week. 5, and only 5. Because this is the Max Fun Drive. Week 1 of Max Fun Drive is almost over. Week 2 shall begin next week. All the details are in that ticker tape below. If you have any questions, let me know. Max Fun Drive 2025. Hodgman sells out. Why am I so coated up? It's a little chillier in New York right now than it was before. I was a little chilly. Thanks for the nice green cap comment as well. That's my Hartford Whalers hat. Did the arsonist get it? First of all, things are looking good. Thank you, Llama. And you see your llama there, right? You saw it? I trust you saw it. Where's Larry the Llama? I'll rename them Llama the Llama. Oh, there we go. There's Larry the Llama. I'm thinking about taking Larry the Llama out and putting them over here. I don't know. It would not be wrong to update my police force at this point. That's the arsonist at work, right? Would not be wrong. Maybe just a few more police cars. How about that? Maybe that'll shut them up. But anyway, sorry, I got distracted. It was so nice visiting with all of you. Thank you so much. Things are looking good. Long live extinct hockey teams. Thank you, looking resplendent. Brass Bonanza, absolutely. This was a delight, as always, for me, too. And we'll be doing it again tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'm so grateful that this was immensely soothing. I do try to really zone out, and it was really helpful for my brain, and I hope for yours. And of course, it's always a wonderful opportunity to mention to you that how grateful I am for all of your support in whatever way you support old Judge John Hodgman schemes and adventures. I've been out here doing it for a long time. I'm really grateful to see all of you out in the real world when I do, and I'm really great to see you here in the fake world when I do. And thank you for supporting Judge John Hodgman. If you're not a member of Judge John Hodgman, this is really me asking you to consider becoming a member of Maximum Fun and supporting Judge John Hodgman and or E Pluribus Motto, the other podcast that I just started with Janet Varney. You all know about that. Time to go see some one more round of fireworks over there at Town Hall before we take off for the day, and then I'll see you over here tomorrow. So let's go get it. Upgrade. That's it. See you tomorrow in HODGTONA Beach, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. And until then, that is all.